Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, no one notices? Like your effort is invisible and the world only applauds the loudest voices? Maybe you've been tempted to shout, to prove your worth, or to chase recognition that never comes. But what if the real power isn't in being seen immediately, but in letting your results speak for themselves? Today, we're diving into a story about working quietly and letting success make the noise. Welcome to Wandering Tales. Michael was the kind of person who moved through life almost invisibly. At 28, he worked as a software developer in a city that never paused, constantly juggling deadlines, bugs, and team expectations. Unlike his colleagues, he never sought attention. He fixed problems no one else wanted to touch, stayed late without complaint, and quietly helped others improve their work. Recognition rarely came, but he convinced himself it didn't matter. Or at least, he tried. His friend and co-worker Jenna often questioned him. "Why do you do all this work if no one even notices?" she asked one evening, frustration creeping into her voice. Michael paused, thinking about the endless hours he spent refining code, optimizing processes, and supporting teammates who rarely acknowledged him. "Because it matters," he said simply, though even he sometimes doubted it. Days turned into weeks and Michael continued his silent efforts. One particular project, a complex system overhaul, became his personal mission. The code was messy, the deadlines tight, and the team morale low. Everyone else focused on quick fixes that could be highlighted in meetings, while Michael stayed after hours, rewriting sections, debugging quietly, and leaving detailed notes for his colleagues. Nobody saw the late nights. Nobody praised the refinements. One afternoon, as he stared at his screen, his manager, Thomas, walked by. Thomas was vocal, quick to credit visible achievements, and often overlooked Michael's work. "You're still here?" he asked. Michael nodded, returning his gaze to the lines of code. Thomas shrugged and left. The sting of being ignored was familiar, but Michael reminded himself of his own standard. He wasn't working for applause, he was working for results. A turning point came when the team faced a major outage just days before launch. Panic spread, fingers were pointed, and everyone scrambled to patch visible issues. Michael didn't react with panic. He calmly traced the underlying causes and implemented solutions that not only fixed the immediate problem, but prevented future ones. By the end of the day, the system was stable, and while colleagues scrambled to take credit for minor fixes, Michael's work quietly ensured the project succeeded. It was during this crisis that Jenna finally understood. Watching Michael calmly navigate the chaos, she realized the truth in his silent approach. "You don't need everyone clapping for you," she whispered. "You just need to get it right." That moment became a lesson for her as well. Recognition wasn't always instant, and the most meaningful impact often went unnoticed at first. The climax arrived during the company's annual review. Everyone expected awards to go to the loudest, most visible contributors. Michael didn't expect anything. Yet when the CEO highlighted the successful system overhaul, the narrative focused not on the chaos or the quick fixes, but on the stability and long-term efficiency achieved. Michael's contributions were central. The room acknowledged the results, not the noise, and Michael received recognition, not because he demanded it, but because he delivered undeniable outcomes. Here's what most people don't realize. Success doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Often it creeps in quietly, shaped by patience, persistence, and invisible choices. This is where it gets really interesting. Those small, unnoticed efforts compound over time, building a foundation that outlasts fleeting recognition. Now you might be thinking that silence equals stagnation, but in truth, it's the quiet moments of dedication that create the loudest impact. Life teaches us that discipline, humility, and trust in our own process are more powerful than applause. So, work diligently, embrace the unseen progress, and allow your results to tell your story. In the end, Your quiet work doesn't just build success, it shapes character, resilience, and a legacy that speaks for itself.